The atmosphere at the 46th Blue Dragon Film Awards just days ago was already electrifying, but no one in the building or watching from home could have predicted the emotional eruption that would sweep across the entire entertainment world. Tonight, dear viewers, I want to welcome you back to the channel and thank you once again for tuning in. Because what unfolded between Lee Jun-Ho and YoonA at the Blue Dragon Awards has now escalated into one of the biggest relationship revelations in Korean entertainment history. After years of subtle glances, whispered fan theories, undeniable chemistry, and public interactions that sparked more questions than answers, the truth many have been hoping for has finally burst into the open. This wasn't rumor, it wasn't speculation, it wasn't fan imagination. According to close industry insiders, eyewitness accounts, and the pair's own behavior backstage, Lee Jun-Ho and YoonA confirmed to inner circle colleagues that they have been dating, and their admission reportedly happened just moments before their unexpected joint appearance at the ceremony. For months, fans have debated every hint, every smile, every shared stage presence between the two. Their chemistry during King the Land was explosive enough to rewrite the definition of on-screen romance. But the lingering warmth between them off-screen fueled an even greater curiosity. Many viewers right here on this channel have asked countless times whether the two were secretly together, whether the rumors were real, whether the extraordinary closeness seen in behind-the-scenes videos was simply acting, or something more. Tonight, the puzzle pieces finally connect in a way that feels almost surreal. And as we break down this revelation, I want to thank every one of you for sticking with the channel as we followed each chapter of this story. Together, we've witnessed subtle glances evolve into public gestures, and public gestures evolve into confirmation. Reports began circulating the moment the awards ceremony concluded. Staff members who were stationed near the VIP holding area claim that YoonA and Jun-Ho arrived separately, yet coordinated in such a way that immediately raised suspicion. The timing, the spacing, the familiarity in their eye contact, everything pointed toward a connection deeper than that of co-stars or industry friends. But what many didn't know is that minutes before stepping out into the blinding lights of the red carpet, the two were seen sharing a quiet moment behind the partition, away from cameras but not away from witnesses. Several individuals described the same thing: a soft conversation, shared smiles, a hand briefly reaching for another. And then the confirmation whispered so casually, so confidently, that it spread among staffers like wildfire. They reportedly said they had been dating, and that the Blue Dragon Awards marked a meaningful moment for them. But as viewers of this channel already know, actions speak louder than words, and what happened on stage only strengthened the revelation. When Lee Jun-Ho's name was announced for his award, the camera cut instantly to YoonA, who smiled with a mixture of pride and emotion so visible that fans immediately flooded social media with comments. The moment he rose from his seat, Jun-Ho turned slightly, subtle but unmistakable, to meet YoonA's eyes. She nodded, her lips parting in what could only be interpreted as a silent, heartfelt congratulations. Though seemingly small, that gesture revived months-old speculation that their connection was something far more intimate than a friendship. And now, with the confirmation behind the scenes, that moment has taken on an entirely new meaning. Insiders reported that once Jun-Ho returned to his seat, YoonA leaned in slightly to whisper something to him, something that prompted him to smile, in a way fans describe as the smile he only makes around YoonA. Paparazzi stationed outside the venue later shared that the two left the ceremony with just minutes between their departures, but headed toward the same direction. Some claim they even reunited afterward in a private car that picked them up from the restricted exit, typically reserved for top-tier celebrities wishing to avoid press congestion. Whether that detail becomes public or remains just another insider whisper, the narrative is complete. The duo's relationship is no longer hidden in shadows. The news sent fans into an emotional frenzy. The hashtags bearing their names shot to the top of social media platforms worldwide. Within minutes, fans from South Korea, Japan, Nigeria, the Philippines, Indonesia, the US, and dozens of other countries began celebrating what many had suspected since last year, but never thought would be confirmed so boldly. The global reaction was massive. Thousands expressing joy, excitement, disbelief, and even tears. For many fans, this is not just a celebrity dating announcement. It's the culmination of years of quiet hope, clues, fan edits, body language analyses, and emotional investment in one of the most beloved on-screen, off-screen pairings of the decade. But what makes this revelation even more astonishing is how natural, calm, and unbothered both Jun-Ho and YoonA appeared throughout the entire award show. They didn't flinch when the cameras turned to them. They didn't act distant to avoid suspicion. They didn't overcompensate to hide their closeness. Instead, they behaved with a comfort that suggests they've crossed the point of worrying about speculation. It was, as many fans described, the softest kind of confirmation, one that didn't need an official statement, because their expressions and gestures said more than any press release ever could. Yet the story gets even more heartwarming. A staff member from a drama production house who reportedly spoke with YoonA backstage revealed that she seemed calmer and more radiant than usual. When the subject of Jun-Ho arose, she reportedly didn't deny anything. She simply smiled. And when asked how their relationship was going, she allegedly said, "We're happy." That one phrase set off emotional fireworks among staffers, who later leaked the exchange to the press. And if that isn't enough to tug on viewers' hearts, another insider claims that Jun-Ho, in a separate conversation, expressed gratitude for having someone who understands his world completely. While neither statement is officially recorded, the consistency of the leaks paints a picture of a couple who is not only together, but deeply connected. Fan communities are now gathering every piece of evidence to reconstruct a timeline of their romance. Many believe the dating began shortly after filming for King the Land, while others argue it started during filming. Some fans traced back interactions during variety shows, press conferences, and fan meetings where their mutual admiration seemed impossible to hide. Every playful tease, every knowing smile, every instinctive touch is now being reinterpreted with overwhelming excitement. The romance that fans once imagined might have been brewing behind the scenes turns out to have been flourishing in ways no one fully realized at the time. As we dive deeper into the emotional significance of this revelation, it's important to acknowledge you, our viewers. Your comments, your observations, your enthusiasm for Jun-Ho and YoonA, your explanations of moments that others dismissed, your instincts. All of it has created an incredible community of people who have followed these two through every step of their journey. This channel has become a space where fans unite, analyze, celebrate, and share in the joy of stories like this. And now you're experiencing one of the most thrilling moments we've covered yet, the confirmation fans have waited for. In the entertainment industry, dating revelations are often met with controversy, but the outpouring of love for this couple has overshadowed any negativity. Fans celebrate not just because the two look stunning together, but because their personalities complement each other so beautifully. YoonA's grace, playfulness, and emotional warmth blend effortlessly with Jun-Ho's strong presence, calm confidence, and romantic charm. Their connection feels organic, almost destined, a pairing that fans describe as meant to be. Speculation now grows about how the couple will handle this new level of attention. Will they go public? Will they release a statement? Or will they simply continue living as they have been, quietly, naturally, letting their actions reveal what words need not explain? Whatever they choose, the world is watching with support rather than pressure. For many fans, just knowing they are happy is enough. And the timing of this revelation, occurring during one of the most prestigious award ceremonies in South Korea, makes it feel symbolic. Almost like a chapter closing and a new one beginning. As we reflect on everything that unfolded, from the whispered confirmation to the stolen glances, the proud smiles, the backstage moments, and the global reaction, it becomes clear that this is more than a dating reveal. It is a story about timing, destiny, chemistry, and courage. A story about two of the biggest stars in Asia choosing to treasure something real despite the spotlight's intensity. And a story that fans will undoubtedly replay, celebrate, and cherish for years. Tonight, as we wrap up this deep dive into the extraordinary moment when Lee Jun-Ho and Im YoonA confirmed their relationship, we want to thank you again for being here. Your support fuels this channel, And your passion for the stories we share makes every new revelation an exciting experience. Keep your notifications on because with this couple, more beautiful moments may be on the horizon. And when they happen, you can be sure we'll be right here to bring them to you.